there are so many parts of the horizontal that need that approach where it's either not being done or it's being done by one or two small players. So I think we're going to see a lot of capital flow into this part of the industry over the next sort of 5 or 6 years, and you're starting to see some of those capital allocators look at it and build hypotheses and go, okay, we understand this now. It's not VR simulation.
Right.
It's surgical training technologies. Where in the pathway does this sit? How are we going to find the right platform to fund? And does that see some roll-ups starting to happen? And I think that's a little bit further downstream. I think in the first instance, we're going to see a lot more capital come in to raise up some of those businesses that are solving.
I would tend to agree with you. I've been scratching my head for a couple of years now, wondering who's going to be the first that's going to do a roll-up. Because when you think about the declining number of surgeons, the number of surgeons that are thinking about leaving the industry, you're starting to look at more expensive platforms come into play, and there's no way you can have a $500,000 or $1 million platform to train on, let alone give up surgery time on. And when you start to triage the training sort of curriculum, basic fundamentals, right? If you're going to play a sport, you were very high-end tennis players, right? There's some movements that you do time and time again, increasing efficiency, competencies, right? And then as you get to more refined skills, then you can start to have that continuum of training, whether it's a pure analog play or it ends up bleeding into a virtual environment, right? And then you've got your teams you train, you've got your surgeons you train, you've got your assists you train. So I think that this is really setting up ideally for a good time right now. And you don't have FDA oversight really at this point in time.